Welcome to a space where words meet heart. I am here to share my thoughts, my poems with an intention that they connect with you in a meaningful way. So let's explore these feelings and spread some love along the way. Today I have a poem which tells you to know yourself and nothing in excess, to stay in now. This is what this poem talks about. But this whole poem is really very important for me, and I want myself to remember this poem forever. Like all the time, every moment. Really, this poem is very important for me. Maybe one of the big learnings that life wants to teach me. And I hope that this poem helps you too. Because it gets easier to learn the lessons in easier way. Okay, let me share this poem with you now. So, first line is know yourself, nothing in excess. Okay? In the moment of their anger, their frustration, their disappointment, they project onto me. I will repeat this. In the moment of their anger, their frustration, their disappointment, they project onto me, expecting something from me, ignoring themselves, fearing the darkness where they are covering their eyes. I tell me, this is not me. This energy does not belong to me. I know me, my learnings, my actions and reactions are the experience that I own and control, not of others. In the moment of heavy, unbearable expectations, thoughts of intentional misunderstandings, with each bullet spit with bitter tongue, where they try to cut my wings of calmness and presence, I call my energy back. I tell me to focus on light. Darkness will try to attract and elude me into it. But I know me, my learnings, my power. I stay calm, quiet, compassionate, and kind. Ignoring all darkness, I see what I should, the bright light. So, yeah, this is really affirmative poem. And there are just not one line that stands out to me. This whole poem is really important for me. So I will try to discuss this whole poem with you, but I need to drink water, so 1 minute. It is important to stay hydrated when you are doing so much of working on yourself. So, yeah. In the moment of their anger, their frustration, their disappointment, they project onto me. Expecting something from me, ignoring themselves, fearing the darkness when they are covering their eyes. So, this is the other people. For me, mainly these are my parents, relatives. But yeah, everybody's situation is different, and I know my things, my experiences, and that is what I tell myself, to know yourself, nothing in excess. And the anger, frustration, disappointment of others. I had this habit, and it really was so hard for me to get out of it. So, yeah, this is the hardest thing which I have learned. I'm still learning this. So, this thing is, the anger, frustration, the disappointment. You see, I was quite good in studies, but my father saw me as a failure. So I became what he thought of me. When I was just doing good in life, like I had really good childhood, till the time my father is in army. So there was a time when me, my sister, and my mother, we used to stay in our village. Father was wherever his posting was. So I had really good childhood. But when I started living with my father, so this thing started happening, that his anger, his frustrations, his disappointment, he started projecting everything on me. It was like, walking on fence, and every time you walk it is pricking you. And it was not easy for me, it is still not easy for me, because whenever I think of my father, whenever I look at him, whenever he is saying something, just a normal stuff, maybe just asking for water or anything, just as simple as that, but even that triggers me. These are just suppressed, that pains and fears. Well, it is not his fault. I know he has gone through a really dark childhood. I understand that. But I understand myself too. You see, I cannot just blame myself, or I cannot just blame him. I need to forgive myself and I need to forgive him too. Maybe I just cannot all of a sudden start thinking good about everything. That is not possible. But I am trying to be neutral towards myself and towards him. Maybe I went away from what this poem was saying, but yeah, me sharing this experience will help someone, and I don't know how I shared it. Like, these are, memories which are coiled, tangled in my brain, and just one part of it I shared with you, and it was not linear thing. So see if you get it, then I hope it helps you. It makes you feel that you're not alone. And if you did not get it, so I'm really sorry. I'm not good at telling my experiences because I have suppressed it inside me so much that when I went to therapist, I was not able to even tell it to her. But somehow through my poems, I'm trying to, uh, get it out of me. So yeah, now I will share the next line. But first, let me tell what the first line was saying. That, he was ignoring his own things, like his anger, his frustration, his disappointment. Like, I'm trying to face my things, my anger, my frustration, my disappointment. I'm trying to know myself, be self aware that what is the reason, what is the cause behind all this, where does all this come from. At the times when I feel really angry and irritated, I sometimes ask myself that, is this really necessary? Why are you feeling angry? What is the reason? Anything happened that makes you feel that way? And that really calms me down. Because many times there is no reason to feel that way. And I don't blame myself. I value it, I understand it, that it is okay. In the end, I'm just a human experiencing this life, and there is nothing really important and significant I should be feeling about myself and being deadly serious about this life and this everything that is there. Whatever is happening will happen, as life will go on, time will go on. So I try to give myself all the time I need. You see, even when I'm filming this video, I'm feeling like, this is really not important, and feeling insecure that people who are listening to it or maybe will listen to it will feel that they will judge me or they will not understand me. Maybe many people will click off this video. Although I don't have many views, so I don't know how many people will watch this. But it is hard to face yourself, to face all the darkness. Now let us move to next line. I tell me, this is not me, this energy does not belong to me. I know me, my learnings, my actions and reactions are the experience that I own and control, not of others. So yeah, here I am trying to tell myself, remind myself that know your own and know yourself in now, like in this very moment. What are your thoughts? What are your actions? What are my actions, how I'm facing this situation. The emotion that I'm feeling, is it really my emotion? Or this is something that is in defense or in defense to the person in front of me. Like maybe someone is really, doing something that I don't like. But it is not necessary for me to feel irritated or angry. I can be calm. I tell me to focus on light. Darkness will try to attract and elude me into it. So, yeah, what is this darkness? Here, the darkness I'm talking about is the heavy, unbearable expectations, thoughts of intentional misunderstandings with each bullet spit with bitter tongue. So, you see, this is the feeling. The burden, the feeling I feel heavy, unbearable expectations of the person, his thoughts of intentional misunderstanding. When someone tries to intentionally misunderstands you feel betrayed and broken, and you expect them to love you so much because you love them so much, but they spit bullet with bitter tongues. Like this say such you never wanted them to say something like that, you never expected them to say, and you don't deserve that much of harshness. It was hard, but I know me, my learnings, my power. I stay calm, quiet, compassionate, and kind. Ignoring all darkness, I see what I should, the bright light. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope if this helped you, I would be really grateful. Yeah, bye.